Hey, how you doing, my beautiful swords? Officially me here again. I know that I've been stirring a lot of feathers on TikTok and YouTube about my opinion when it comes down to this election. But anyway, taking time out from that, I have been watching this episode of, it's called The Teeth Sharpening Tribe of the Congo. And I think the name of these people are, they call them the Minjay, and it's on free documentary. So I'm giving them credit for this video because it is not my video. I'm just going to be on YouTube from time to time, you know, finding little different things that I can clip and put on my channel because I love documentary stories, you know. And this lady, I don't forgot her name, but please go and watch this free documentary because you know what? These little people, they call them pygmies. And, you know, because they don't, I don't think their height is like 4'11". That's as tall as they get. And they are controlled by the Bantu tribe. They live on Bantu land, and the Bantu consider themselves, you know, that they own these people. But anyway, I'm going to let you watch a couple of this little clip, and just tell me what you think in the comment section, okay? First of all, let me see if I can get it unpaused. They might flag me for this. I don't know. We'll see. But there's trouble everywhere. We all have trouble. They have marital issues. They don't have nothing inside their little huts. And I'm talking about the ones they call the pygmies. But, you know, they make wine out of palm trees. They cut them down and then, you know, they process it. And she said it tastes kind of like acid, maybe like, you know, like a lemon or a lime. It's got all that acid in it. It's like that, but they make wine out of it. I didn't know you could make wine out of palm trees. Okay? You learn something new every day. But they have a lot of secrets that they've been holding, you know, throughout generations. You know, they don't want to share it with the world, and I don't blame them. Everything you can't share with the world, okay? So let's watch this.
On free will.
Wait a minute, I'm finna see if I can show you what he did to him, which it pissed me off. I wish I could go back. So what's so crazy? They party all night, every night. The children, the elder peoples, all of them, all, you know what I'm saying? They all party. Let me see if I can get it to when she's talking to the, yeah, that's the sister-in-law. Because it's kind of hard to tell. Let's see here. But I'm still going to bring that other one on here. I'm just going to record a little bit of it. I want to show you how these white ladies are coming from Europe, and they're older ladies and marrying these young African men. I don't know what part of the continent. I'm not sure of the name of it, but I will find it, and I'm gonna bring it on my channel. I want you to see how these old white ladies is just using their husband's money or their money that they got from their husbands, and are going over there, actually, you know, basically buying these black Africans. They buying them, you know, building up their land, their houses, and these are young guys. Like I said, they don't want them like if they 30 and up. They want them young. But these old women, they are old women. And look, I'm an old woman myself, okay? But there is no way in hell, me being 64 years old, could handle a man in his 20s or 30s, should probably not even 40s. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, no, they too strong, you know. Especially if it's black men, you know, they just strong. You know, I've seen situations with people that's in interracial, you know, relationships. But I know black men are strong men. And especially, you know, sexually. Not all of them, you know, but I'm talking about the majority of them are very strong, very forceful. They can be, but loving at the same time. So, you know, I don't get it. You know, when I was younger, I couldn't wait to get my back broken, but damn, you really be folded up. You know what I'm saying? How you going? I can't even go into details with that one. I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try. Maybe I'm reminiscing too much. Maybe that's what it is. You know, like I said, you know, my body's aging, but my brain is still the way it was, you know, when I guess I popped out the womb. So, you know, the only thing changes on us as human beings as we age is our bodies. Sometimes, you know, but God forbid on my life and your lives, that sometimes you end up with dementia or Alzheimer's disease, you know, or sickness, all years, you know what I'm saying, that your mind is not clear, you know. But if your mind is still functional and you still have that young spirit inside of you, just like I do, even though I have old tendencies, I've had those old tendencies ever since I was a kid. They used to, you know, you hear the old people say, that child been here before, because they know too much, right? I was one of those children that they said this about, born with a veil over their face. To this day, you know, I've never seen a child, the way that, you know, my elders, you know, described the way some children are born with veils over their faces. I don't know if it's skin. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is in my people's bloodline, that's the only ones I heard it from, you know, that they talk like that. And, you know, because I remember when I was a kid, they would say all kind of things, you know, that you know, that I know about, you know, that my family knew about, that, you know, most black people that is, you know, in this country, they don't know about it, because I've never heard of anybody on YouTube speaking about it. So I don't know if it was a tribal thing. I don't know what it was. And but as I look at a lot of these people, most of my ancestors, they had like fresh thinking. They thought outside of the box. They could take anything and make it work. It didn't matter what it was. I know y'all see the little lint and stuff on my floor. I need my carpet clean. I haven't been able to walk around for the last almost like a month now. Because, you know, when I fell and I broke my arm, it's just certain things I haven't been able to do. So, and my daughter wrecked her car, so she ain't been able to come over here to help me to vacuum my floors, anything like that. But I will get these things done, because little by little, I have been moving around a lot better. I'm going to show you the walker. Don't say anything about my room, y'all. This is the walker that my son brought me the other day. It's better than the other walker, but, you know, but I'm still having problems like putting one foot in here to the other, but I've been trying. I've been going back and forth to the bathroom, which has been hell on wheels, and I've been having to wait to get food delivered to me or brought to me in order for me, you know, other than me getting up to use the bathroom, even me going from my bedroom to my living room is hell on my leg. And I'm, like I said, I'm not able to like stand up on it. It feels like my bone is breaking in that same knee that they replaced. But like I said, God is still good and I'm still here. He still got me here for a reason. I don't know what the reason is, but he knows and I don't know. But even though the body, like I said, is breaking down, the brain is still functional. And I am always into all kind of things, you know. I still love my music. I still love watching TV. I still like certain movies. I just don't like them real bad horror movies. It gives me a bad feeling. So I don't watch anything to bring my vibrations down. But getting back to them and the older women that's seeking out these young studs over there in Africa, you know, like I said, I don't have nothing against African peoples. It's just the ones that's been coming out on YouTube, putting us in a box, stereotyping my black people in this country. And I'm like, who gives you the right to say anything about us? And the reason why I put that picture about Obama and Kamala is because I'm trying to tell you all, when black people voted for Obama, they didn't look at the fact that Obama is not, when I say they're not us, I'm not saying their skin color don't match some of our people's skin color. I'm not talking, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they are mixed race. And I'm not just talking about just the blacks and the whites from this country. I'm talking about the black man who is their fathers, okay? Obama's daddy is from Kenya. Kamala's daddy, I think he's from Jamaica, I believe. And, you know, the mother's an Indian. Obama's mama was a white woman. I don't know if she was Jewish or whatever she was. But that's when I said they're not like us, okay? That means that they have no kinship with us. So that's explaining that picture. That's the reason why I've never voted for them. I'm not going to vote for you because you don't have my best interest at heart. You know, like I said, neither one, and I'm not saying you got to vote for Trump. You know, I'm not even going to vote for Trump. One lady left a comment on one of my videos saying, you know, that she don't understand, you know, it's why if I don't vote, you know, that don't make no sense. That I'm giving it to Trump and he's racist. Yeah, Trump is racist, but see, like I said before, I can deal with a wolf. A wolf is a predator, okay? I know you're a wolf. I know you don't like me. I know you want to eat me alive. So I got my ammunition on me so I can deal with you. But a wolf in sheep's clothing is a person that is a wolf, but he's covered, got himself covered like he's nice and sweet and kind. And you got my best interest at heart. All you got to do is follow me. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, so basically, you can come up on me, stab me in my back, shoot me in my head, take all of my possession, and me thinking you as a friend, you gonna be the least that I expect. You know, that would do me like this. That's why I said that they are wolves in sheep's clothing, and I stand by that. I stand on that by every damn thing that I love, which is my children and my grandchildren and myself. On everything I love. You know, because you don't know a wolf in sheep's clothing unless you really got the eyes to see. You have to have ears to hear and eyes to see. And you got to have a brain in your head so you can, you know, figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So you can see it for what it is. Never second guess your thoughts. Never second guess, you know, the things that God put in you naturally. It's called mother wit. A lot of people, see, that's something you can't buy. You cannot buy mother wit. You can't buy it. You can't copy it. You can't purchase it. It's just something that God gives you. It has nothing to do with voodoo, witchcraft, or nothing like that. It's a spirit. You know, that's why you test the spirit by the spirit. You know, so that's what I'm saying. It's not because I'm racist against anybody that's mixed. I got mixed people in my family. But what I'm saying is that it's what you see. Process it in your mind. Do some critical thinking. If you can't keep a thought in your mind long enough, write it down as you're thinking. Then go back to that, what you wrote down, and let that process inside of you. I heard some people on there talking about, you know, soul food, right? And the guy was trying to explain it that, you know, all these other places, you know, they call themselves cooking soul food. You got African peoples. You got, man, you got some Arabic people over here got little stores and restaurants. And on the back side, they selling soul. They call it soul food. But it doesn't, if you taste it, it's not the same. It don't taste the same. What he was trying to say is, you know, it comes from, when we prepare food for our loved ones, it was from the heart, you know, because these are the people that we love. And when these people cook that soul food, as you call it, they don't love you. You know, they just want you to buy from them. They want that money, okay? So it's a difference. Even when we own restaurants, you know, people come to our restaurants because they feel that love. They feel it, you know, and I don't want nobody cooking my food if they are not happy cooking. You got to be a person that loves to cook before I'll eat anything you make. You know, I can see the smiles on your face when I come in, and you light up when I'm happy to eat your food. That's the reason why I watches a lot of them on YouTube, and I'm like, you know, some of their food looks good, but would I buy it? No, I wouldn't. Because you looking to get, you looking to gain from me instead of through the love. You know what I'm saying? Through my love for you. Now, my love for you, if I was able to get in my kitchen and do what I used to normally do, you know, you could taste the love. Because I love cooking, just like I love music. You know, I love all music. I don't care who plays it. I don't care where it comes from in the world. You know, but, you know, the classics and all that right there. And this African guy was on there talking to the dude. He was like, well, why come soul food is not around the world? You know, like Popeyes, like KFC and stuff like that. Because basically, most of these people that cook soul food, they only do it for their family. I wish I had been on that panel, because I would have told him a new butthole. Because I'm like, you know, you still trying to say that anybody can cook soul food. No, anybody can't. Just like anybody can't have a foundational Black American. You can't. Unless you mix with, you know, one of us. Because, you know, we was a tribe of many. That's the reason why we are different from the rest. We are Black, you know, as a part of our race. But we are a race of many. Those slave ships just didn't go to one part of the continent of Africa to get Africans. They got Africans from all over that land. You know, the ones that, because, you know, they had the ones that was out there hunting down our ancestors. And they would they didn't care what tribe these people came from. And they put them all together, and they you know, and you know, that's nature took its course, and you know, they would breed our people. They breed us like you would do a dog or a cat, you know, to make a different breed. And that's what happened. They breeded our ancestors. And then our ancestors, you know, when they got to the place that they fell in love with each other, you know, they started moving around on their own. And so a lot of them ended up with Native Americans, you know, with Mexicans, with white people, you know, which made a whole different breed of people. So we are a nation of many. And so that's why I said when they talk about we don't have a culture, we don't even know our tribe, we don't know this. And then this other African woman, I don't know where she was from. How can y'all say y'all Native American? She was mad angry. And I'm like, well, damn. I said, we damned if we do, we damned if we don't. Now you're mad at us because a lot of us don't call ourselves African Americans. And because we said that we're Native Americans, they get mad at that. This woman was mad. How can you say you're not Native American? You're not Native. Always claiming something that you're not. You African Americans. And I'm like, how do you know? Are you mad at us because we can claim Native American heritage and you can't? What is wrong with you, fool? You talk like a fool. You not only look foolish, you talk foolish. And it's just so funny. And I at first I got a little angry with these Africans, but I'm not angry with them because they don't understand, you know. A lot of them was not educated to the way things was over here in the United States. That's why a lot of them fled to England and the UK because, you know, they're a little bit more lenient than they are in the United States. And they come to this country and they see the progress of the quote unquote, as they call cotton pickers, the children of the cotton pickers. Okay, so yeah, most of our ancestors did pick cotton. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? They was forced to do it. But our people was very rebellious people. And we fought back. Don't think when you watch these movies about these plantations, a lot of these plantations got burned down. A lot of them white folks ended up dead because you had a lot of rebellious black people. You know, we resist. Then you had some of us that didn't resist because they was afraid to, because a lot of us is not, that we don't come together as collective. You see what I'm saying? Where we could band together and do what we got to do. You know, then you always got one or two of them in there because they want to please the white man because they're afraid. You know, they want to be that lapdog to get the, you know, to get the validations of them being special. So those are the ones that they would pat on the head, throw them a crumb or two, give them some clothes and some shoes, while the rest of those Negroes had to get out there and pick cotton, the ones that was not going to conform to what they was putting out there. And I look at a lot of these Africans, the ones that is not woke, because you got a lot of them out there now that's waking up, a lot of them. And, you know, they're beginning to learn about our history. And they also beginning to learn about their own history and why a lot of they chiefs and kings that was back. As you know, I said, stop calling each other kings and queens. You can be the kings and queens in your own house, but in each village, they have their own rulers. That's the reason why, you know, I couldn't be an African. Just like in this country, we have a president. They're the president of the United States. Okay, you the president because you call yourself the rules, but you gotta look at it like this. You also got Congress, you got the House of Representatives, You got the legislature. You got all this stuff that's mixed all in one. Then you got the banking system. Then you got all this other crap, you know what I'm saying, to keep the poor man down. And when I say the poor man, I mean men of color, white men, Native Americans, Mexicans, and you know what I'm saying, because Mexicans are Native Americans. You know, it keeps the people down. And then it keeps us fighting against each other, you know, because you got the white races, they call themselves. They can be poorer than me and still feel like they are superior than I am. And I'm like, dude, don't you see they playing with your head? They play with you. They want you to feel like if you allow this black person around you, blase, this is going to happen to you. That's what they doing to the Haitians. You know, they going over to these different little places where they have, you know, been brought to, settled in. And some of the white people are against them. You know, they did the Mexican people the same way. They want to put everybody, and still they going to use us now, the foundational black Americans. Well, you know, they over here to take your jobs. Well, and then a lot of these people, they believe in this shit because they believe the hype, and then they get angry. Why you get angry about something that is partially true? You do have jobs over here that a lot of black people won't do because they're not paying enough. And I don't blame them. But you still need to work in order to take care of yourself. Shit, if you're paying me, I'm just going to go back in time, okay? If you're paying me $8 an hour to do a job, flipping burgers or whatever, and maybe somebody else is getting paid like $20-something an hour, but they qualify for that job, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't qualify for the same job that they're doing, but I expect to get the same pay that they're getting. That's lunacy. That's dumbness in the head. And because I can't make that much money, I'm not going to work. So I'm going to depend on the same people that had a problem with a part of enslavement of my people. And, you know what I'm saying, and lean on them for help. Food stamps, you know, welfare checks, anything that's free. You know what I'm saying? Then you give your whole, like, identity to these people just to get a little supplement of income, housing. And then you get mad when they say, well, we ain't got enough money. We're going to cut you off. But the thing about it is, then you got these people, these corporations, instead of them, you know, using the United States the way they used to, you know, they had textiles and things that could be built in this country, but they're sending it to other countries where they don't have to pay a lot of money. But then who they sell it to? They sell it to the people in the United States. What we do, we hustle like hell just to buy that purse or them shoes or that hair or them nails or whatever it is, you know, because we're the biggest consumers in the world. You know, it's all twisted and backwards. And I'm trying to get it out there, relate to y'all the best way I can. I know I stumble over my words a lot because, like I said, my brain works fast. And, you know, I try to get it out there the way you know, to where you can understand it without stumbling over my words. But I hope y'all get my meaning, okay? But yeah, I know I'm talking about a variety of things on here, but I'm just telling you things that is on my brain, okay? And the way my brain works. We need to learn and teach our young people, somebody out there that knows how to build buildings, how to do architect work. You know, the way one of my great uncles, he was an architect. and very wealthy man. And, you know, he dealt with the ones he wanted to deal with in the family. He didn't deal with all of us, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I said, you had the black elites in this country that had money, came from money, you know, and they basically, they cousins and stuff like that, they wouldn't share their wealth with them. And we got that to this day. We got a lot of black people out here. It is like I look at B-Love's life. B-Love's life's got wealth, okay? She ain't got Oprah Winfrey type of wealth or Beyonce or shit. Not even half of these entertainers. She don't have that kind of wealth. You know, but what I'm saying is she's got wealth. And instead of her hiring like people around her, because I haven't heard her or her husband mention anything about hiring some of the poor blacks that is in Ohio a job to package in her, you know, in their company. It's always her family. It's a family-run business, which is cool. But, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is that if you really is that involved with your people, wouldn't you open the door and help these people to, you know what I'm saying, to get up on their feet? What's wrong with you hiring a young female out here that is struggling and trying to work her way through college, or a young black man that is trying to work his way through college, you know, to make, you know, it's a little easier for them just to package. But you haven't heard that because this is not going to happen because they're greedy. And, you know, like I said, you know, it's good to have wealth. It's good. It really is, because you don't have to worry about certain things. But you got to put your priorities in place. You know, I say the same thing about Adrian. Adrian's priorities all twisted up. But those are her priorities. You know, I don't know. But y'all, I'm finna get off of here now. I'm finna get off of here because I've been on here too long. And anyway, I love you all with the love of the Lord. I respect you all. I hope y'all respect me and my channel. And show me some respect in the comment section. You know, everybody's not going to agree with you, but I can agree with you to disagree. You see what I'm saying? I can disagree to agree. It's either or, you know. But I'm not dumb in my head to believe that everybody's going to believe the way I believe or work the way I work. You know, that's stupidity. So, but what I'm saying is that the best leaders that you can have in this life is yourself. You don't need no other man or woman to lead you. That's why I said, you know, I had mad respect for the African peoples and all the black people that was in different parts of the world until they came out here and started dogging my people, which is my ancestors, my bloodline. You know, then I took issues with that because I'm like, no, come on now. You know, we respected y'all. You know, we felt we had empathy towards y'all. You know, when the Bible tells us to pray for Israel, I did pray for Israel, but I prayed for my black people before I even prayed for Israel. You know, I'm not going to put nothing ahead of my people. Nothing. But I do pray for all people, okay? But like I said, people can vote the way they want to vote. I'm not on here to tell you to vote for Kamala or for Trump. Vote whoever you want to vote for. If I said I'm going to vote independently, that's my business. I can vote independent if I want to. And nobody can stop me. Nobody. So, I love you all. Keep your armor up. Be watchful. Listen. Evaluate. Let that stuff process inside of your mind. Stop eating all these processed foods. Getting back to nature. Hell, if you got a little land, plant your own garden. You know what I'm saying? It takes years before trees grow, but build your own. You know, get your own little hot house and start growing your own vegetables and things. You may not can have like certain animals and things like that unless you got a very large property. But I think you can, I mean, if you love eggs, you love chickens, purchase you some little baby chickens, the way my grandmama used to do. You know, build your little chicken coop. You know, you got to keep it clean now. You know, and you got to be able to work the work in order to get, you know, the benefits, to reach the harvest of it. I wish I was able to do this stuff again. I used to hear my grandmama say, you better do these things while you're young. Because see, when you get old, you be wishing these things. I never thought I would get to that point. Now here I am saying the same thing. But I'm saying these things to people that, you know, I hope you understand what I'm saying. You can get your own eggs. You don't have to buy eggs out of no market. You can grow your own collard greens and turnip greens and squash and tomatoes and peppers and cabbage and watermelons. You know, get your watermelon that's got the black seeds in it. Then let them seeds dry out and then start them, you know, then let them grow. Put them in dirt and let these things grow. You can grow your own sweet potatoes, onions. All you gotta do is put them in water, stick toothpicks, and just, you know, let this shit start taking root, and then plant them. You can have your own garden. But I know people don't have time for that anymore because a lot of people work and they don't have time for it. But you got to make the time. What is like 1 hour out of a day, or either an hour on a Saturday when you're not doing nothing else, just laying on your behind? Learn how to become self-sufficient like that. You'll be surprised what you can accomplish. So, loved ones, like I said, I'm just trying to put a little fat on your brain because you need a little fat in your body anyway. It's good for you. Not too much fat, but you need a little fat. Genuine fat, okay? When people talking about hamburgers don't taste the same because they done took the fat out of it. You know, it ain't gonna taste the same. You got to have fat in your foods. Stop drinking all these man-made sodas. If you're gonna have sugar, you know, you don't have to have white sugar. This is pure sugar cane, which is better for you anyway. You know, there's nothing wrong with rice. Shit, Chinese, Japanese, and all these other Asian people, they eat rice. It don't make them fat. People stupid, man. They stupid in the head. You know, shit, you can eat white rice, brown rice, you know, wild rice. I don't listen to all that stuff, you know. When I lost them 70-something pounds, I ate what I wanted to eat, you know, but I ate it in smaller portions. It's not about you eating to make yourself so full that you just conk out. You eat your food to fuel the body. You know what I'm saying? You can eat what you like to eat. Just don't overindulge in nothing. You know, I used to overindulge. But I decided, you know, that I stopped it, and I stopped it for years. It's just like sometimes, you know, when I was younger, sex was one of the things that I loved. So I overindulged that, you know, when it came to my husband. But that's because I liked it. But, you know, so, but what I'm saying, you can, alcohol, you know, drinking wine, liquor, just don't get to the point where you drunk. Some people so sloppy drunk, they don't even know what they did the night before. You know, that's not having fun. I've noticed since I've been sober, as far as like not smoking weed and not drinking the way I used to drink and smoke the way I used to smoke, partying all the time, my brain is much clearer than it had, than it was back in the day. And see, I've always had a problem with marijuana, it made me think too deep. My thoughts was very deep. I mean, you think, the way my brain working now, my God, today. When I smoked that stuff, seemed like I was enlightened. Like, all of a sudden, shit became vivid. So I had to let that go. I'm like, I'm thinking a little too deep. I got to writing songs, poetry. You know what I'm saying? I was in the bathroom one time getting ready to take a shower. I just smoked one. That was when my kids was real young. And I went in there and before you know it, I'm up in there rapping my butt off. And I'm like, I'm not a rapper. I started laughing at myself. I'm like, where did this come from? So, but anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off here. I'm being foolish today. But I love you all. Like I said, let's keep the peace. Let's learn how to love each other more. And, before we can love anybody else or bring anybody else into our lives, we need to first learn how to love each other as foundational Black people. We need to break off that slave mentality and stop hating on each other. Stop hating because one person got more than what you got, or because they put in the work more. See what I'm saying? Some of us could put in the work and work hard and still don't accomplish what this other person accomplished. See what I'm saying? But that don't make them better than you, But what it is that everybody has its time and its season. And sometimes if you look at it, it's not what you're supposed to be doing in the first place. So the thing about it is that you got to come to that realization. The reality of life is to harness what you have and stop giving it away to people that will take it and use it against you for themselves. You got to learn a person. You got to look at people and learn that person. Once you learn them, don't second guess it. It's just how to spoon, feed these people. You can't give everybody a full chicken leg, when you know that they not about that business. They just want to learn from you and take from you in order to say, what you're doing is not important. What I'm going to show you this right here. They doing the same that the white man used to do. And I said that about the Africans. So, a lot of them, they come over here with their music, which is cool. I like their music. I like Afro beats. I love the way those people, a lot of them in different tribes. I've been watching on YouTube. I like the way they dance. I love they smiling faces. I think they're beautiful peoples. But then you also got, that's the side they want you to see. Then if you really look through it, you see the other side too. The ones that is in poverty, the ones that is, living from left hand to right hand because they don't have much. And, they're not all educated people. That's what I was saying about these Nigerians, when they talk about how educated. No, they're not. They're not all like that. It's a handful of them, just like it's a handful of us that is successful. Handfuls of them. They talk like the whole nation. No, that's not the truth. So I don't believe none of this hype that these people put out here. I just got a little ticked off because now you're coming from my people. You leave our people alone. We are people of many. We don't have to gravitate towards a tribe. We don't have to do that. You do. We're our own tribe. That's why I said us being our own tribe, we need to learn how to love each other. Stop hating on each other. They team light skin, they team dark skin. They fat, they skinny. You know what I'm saying? All this right here, they got more hair. Look, she got green eyes and I got black eyes. So I'm going to buy these contact lenses. Well, why you wearing it right there? Why you wearing this kind of hair? Why you trying to be like the white people? You know, you Uncle Tom, and, you know, I've said that. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Why you trying to be something that you not? Why you trying to act white? You know, because a person is smart, they acting white. All white people ain't smart. I don't know where they get that lie at. You got some white people shit dumb in a motherfucker. Oh, Lord, excuse me. Y'all didn't mean to cuss. But what I'm saying is that I don't call anybody like lower class. I don't believe there's classes of people. I just believe that there's some people that don't want to learn, and then you got some people that is eager to learn, you know, because they want to know what makes these things happen. You know, it's just like in the book of Job, when God, you know, he was questioning, you know, why would he go through this right here? And he's always been faithful. But God, you know, had to break him down. You know, where were you when the skies were stretched out through the fountain, you know what I'm saying, over the earth, and who created this, and when the rain, when the clouds gave up the rain. You know, at one time back in the day during Adam and Eve's day, the stars, the planet gave off sound, y'all. It gave off sound, like musical vibrations, things that we can't hear today. You know why we can't hear it? Because we're too busy hearing the nonsense that is constantly above us. We're constantly hearing all kind of different things that your mind is so overloaded. You know, it just, and then it shuts down because it can't see the beauty that God has placed before us. And one of the beauties that he placed before us is the earth that we live on, and the air that we breathe, and the people that he put on the planet. That's what I'm saying. Instead of us hating each other, we should love each other. You know? And these are things that I had to learn, things that I knew when I was a kid. But growing up, you hear all this other stuff. And then when Roots came out, that made me hate. It actually made me hate. I didn't know hate before I seen the movie Roots. I didn't know hate. And I think I was about 12 when Roots first came on, you know, when it came out on TV. And when he was whooping Kunta, I think, no, before Kunta, when they had him on the ship and they was feeding them, that bothered me. That hurt. And then when he was beating Kunta to make him say the name Toby, that stripped, and I'm about ready to cry now, that stripped all the love that I had towards humanity. It stripped it, y'all. And I'm really about to cry because every time I think about that you gonna harm me, beat me to death, just to say a name that you gave me. And from that day forward, I've never, ever again allowed anybody to put me in a box. And I'm going to say it, I'm going to say it loud. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's me. I can never allow anybody. I don't give a damn how much money you got. I don't give a damn of what you call yourself. I don't give a damn what part of the world you come from. I don't give a fuck. You can be the fucking king of Siam, king and queen of England, president of the United States, preacher, teacher, doctor, lawyer. I don't give a fuck. Light skin, brown skin, Mexican, Native American, African American, Black American, Asian, Indian, or every other groups that is in this world can tell me any motherfucking thing about me. That's the foundation I stand on. That's the foundation that I stand on. I'm a purebred. Forgive my French, as the people say. I'm a different breed. The kind that don't give a fuck what you think. Now, take me as I am, or leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna take you as you are. But it's one damn thing about this sister here. When you cast rocks and stone and dirt upon me, and you think that shit gonna break me? What the fuck? Put whatever you want to put on me. My brain is free. My imagination is broad. As the young people say, bitches. Bitches. That's what type of woman I am. And I believe the reason why I could never just really be in a relationship, because I love my black men. I do. I love a strong man. That man's got to match my vibration. It always have been like that for me. Every reason why I know I could never been a prostitute. I cannot be. I mean, what am I gonna sell my body for to give some other man my money? If I'm a hoe on my own. But I've never wanted to be a hoe. So, you know, like I said, I can't spread my legs for anything. Like I said, people said I was racist because I said I would never spread my legs to a white man. And there's no way in the fuck I would spread my legs to a white man. You think I would let him put his thing inside of me? I don't think so. I don't even want his tongue on me. You know? I mean, there was no other men around us except for whites, you know what I'm saying? And then you had the Mexicans. Now, I don't have no problem with Mexican men as long as they don't look white. You know, I don't have no problem with them getting them guys right there, I don't. I had a problem with African men, you know, except for the Ethiopians. I liked them. I think a lot of them are beautiful, but not all of them. And, yeah, let me get off of that subject, y'all. Let me get off of that subject. Excuse this 64-year-old woman. Yes, my brain is still functional. My whole body is functional when I want it to function, okay? Except for my knee. But yeah, y'all, let me get off of here. I love y'all. I hope y'all get a little bit of something out of this. I just want to gleam a little bit, okay? So I'm finna get off of here. I love y'all with the love of the Lord. If you find any value in this, share it. Pass it. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know that you was in here for real. Then we can talk. We can discuss. And some of my people that follows me, I would love to have a conversation with y'all. And as soon as I can get my phone to where I can go live, I'm going to try to go live one day because I want to talk to some of the people that has subscribed to my channel. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. And I love y'all with the love of the Lord. And let's just keep the peace with each other. Come on, y'all. We can do it. We can do it. We can get our young people back. Our people. Do you understand when I say our people? We can get our young children, you know, don't make it a single issue. All of these children that comes from us are our children. Our neighbors, if we're in an all-black neighborhood, foundational black people, it only takes one of us to pull together and we come together. You know what I'm saying? Without any other ulterior motive. Let's come together as a people. I'm begging y'all. Don't be like the Bible said, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. We are his people. We are few. There are many around us, y'all. And they don't welcome us into nothing. Where will we run to if this shit hits the fan? Who do we really have? Who is our ally? We got each other. The way our people came over here on those ships, all we had was each other. Even though there was many nations in those slave ships, okay? We still came together as one. So we can still do that. We can still do it in these last days. We need to do it. And we need to stop looking at the Bible and saying that's the white man's Bible. I don't consider it as being no white man's Bible. I consider the teachings that is in the Word of God as being something that every human being should try to practice, especially when it comes down to how that we should respect ourselves, hold tight to our culture, treat our men like men. The men treat the women like women supposed to be treated. When our men that get out there and struggle and work hard for his family, comes home and bring his paycheck in order for you to have a roof over your home, especially his wife that's not working, that man should come home to a home that is warm, loving, inviting, where his wife is waiting for him with open arms, food already cooked, children already taken care of. Then you got the rest of the night together. Husbands taking care and making sure that his wife is taken care of. Shower her with flowers and rubbing her back, telling her that you love her, showing her that you love her, giving her warm baths and, you know, loving towards her. Do her feet, massage her back, grab her the back of her neck and rub her scalp. Hold her in the back, you know, the back of her back, the back part of her back to, you know, where her butt is close to the back. Show each other love like that. Train up your sons. Teach them how to be young men. Teach their brains how not to conform and be controlled by anybody. Show them how to be leaders of themselves. And teach your daughters how to be respectable. They don't have to get out there talking loud and, you know, acting all crazy and stuff, giving their bodies to every Tom, Dick, and Harry because they feeling insecure, because they was never taught how beautiful and precious and valuable their bodies are, how sacred their vaginas are, keeping their vaginas clean and where they don't have to have all of this stuff going on with them. Implant good things inside of their minds and let them know that outside of these four walls that you have havoc and chaos, evil and angry people. Warn them before they even get out there what's out here. But still, don't allow it to creep inside of your mind. Cast that stuff aside. You don't have to compete with anybody. Just be you. Shine. Shine bright so the world can see how beautiful and how wonderful our people can be. We're beautiful people. Don't ever forget that. I'm not excluding no other race of people because I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to my people. We are beautiful people. We really are. And we're not an angry people. And we shouldn't allow what somebody else say or what they do make us fly off the handle. Because sometimes you got to really pay attention to what's going on around you. Then when it's time to take action, it's time to take action. Don't be afraid to do what you know that is right to do. So peace, y'all. I love y'all. Bye.